Speaking of Joe Biden, we're also going to be talking about cuties. This is just really quickly. The guy who doesn't know anything about gun laws also is being busted recently. Been busted multiple times for using a teleprompter. Which, listen, you do have to be prepared, and you take any edge you can get when you're going into the hard-hitting territory of James Corden. But still, Joe Biden had to not prepare, but have his prompter at the ready. We have videographic evidence. Here it is.
So long, I have so many incredible pictures, including one here that may be too heavy to lift up. But this is one of my favorite pictures. It's a picture of me and my two boys when they were in college.
Which one's the one having sex with the other's wife? Okay.
Hey. Oh, there it is.
So many things wrong with this. Keep that up there. One of those sons is having sex with the other son's wife, I believe. And why would that picture be too heavy to pick up? Unless it's made of solid brass/mercury. I have no idea. Yeah. And not only is he dumb enough to require a prompter, he's dumb enough to not realize the basic concept of reflection.
Yeah. And it's totally fine if he just has a monitor there so that he can see himself and he can see who he's talking to, but there were words and there was highlighting going down.
He also
he was
looks
making
around.
Progress.
He looks around forever, and he pulls out a massive, a big giant.
Yeah, I thought he was
picture.
looking for a photo, and maybe he was under his papers or something.
Yeah,
how do you
then
not
he's like,
see that?
oh, this 4x6 mural. Oh, there it is.
And here's the thing: this isn't a lone incident. People need to understand this. And this is I seriously have a problem for this. I don't know if right now we can do a reflection. There's nothing on prompter right there. You can see. I'll show you right here. I just have clips, so I know exactly which clip I'm going to. Yeah. There is no prompter, and I have no problem with people who use prompter. I've had to use it sometimes if I have an interview, and Bill's like, my half-Asian lawyer's like, make sure you don't get this wrong. So I go, what is the statute of... blah, blah, blah. But I'm concerned when this man is running for president, and it's a continual problem. Here's another clip of him with a prompter.
And in addition
Look
to
at
that,
his hand. Watch.
In addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. The president must use the Defense Production Act.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Let me go to the second thing. Oh, is that because the first thing has already gone up? It's like Mario. He scrolled. He also doesn't understand that he can scroll back. He thinks that once he scrolled, the world no longer exists.
It's gone.
Look, if you're giving a speech and you want to have a prompter, like you said, you want to have a couple of key dates and facts written down so that you're accurate on what you say, that's fine. But when people are asking you questions...
Oh, it's even worse. Let me show the next clip, and then we'll talk about it more. Here's another clip where when people are already asking pre-written questions, which really the reason you do that is so you don't need a prompter,
Yeah, you think.
Hey, you know what? I don't want to be caught using a prompter, so I'm going to script a question. And Joe Biden's like, how about we do both? Like, well, for you, that's that's prudent.
Yeah, it's probably.
Here's a clip.
And I would like to know, what will your administration do to help them give them that chance?
She's reading.
Thank you.
Move it up here.
Move it up here. Let's move it up here.
I need my answers given to me.
No, I was just watching the Jeffersons, and I have it stuck in my head. We're moving on up to the...
oh gosh.
In the sky.
And this is what really bothers me. I have always said this, that you will never see him debate Donald Trump on stage. And I said, you know what? Maybe with a Zoom call. Why? Because he can have his prompter. And you know what? That is an unfair handicap given to Joe Biden, because you can level any criticisms that you want against Donald Trump. Most of them, many of them are valid. Not from the leftist media, but I mean from conservatives out there who actually have some valid criticisms. But not being able to go off book or be on his feet is not one of them. The problem that people have is like, why won't he just stick to the script? Whereas Joe Biden has showcased that he is completely incapable of doing it without a script. So if they do any kind of a debate, this would be a huge advantage, again, to try and tip the scale so that Biden seems like anything other than the demented old pants-pooping circus monkey that he is.
Yeah, well, even when he had two brain cells to rub together, they were like, don't go off script because he might say something racist or insane.
Which he did in the...
So now if he goes off, he's like...
which he did frequently in 2008 and 2012 whenever they were, going into office. I don't know why we expect anything different. And seriously, like a pre-recorded question, you have every opportunity to go through this and go, that girl asked a question about this. Here are my 3 or 4 things that I want to hit. Go through it. And the thing you do when it comes is you're like, okay, go ahead and scroll up, guys, so I know what to say.
Move it on up here.
Come on.
Move it on up. You move it up when I say to move it up, and I'm saying to move prompter up.
We're live?
No, I don't use... I'm telling them that I just told them to shut off prompter because I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't love it. All right, well, can you answer the question? It's just
I will if they
I'll
go.
move on to the next thing.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we're going to get to a point where it's like, hello, my name is
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And I'm running for
It's sad.
my life.
Of course it is.
Why are none of his family members saying?
Yeah,
I mean, I
I
guess
know.
they're too busy
Yeah.
collecting money for oil companies
mean.
and having sex with each other's
tough,
wives.
yes.
That I guess they just can't say, "Hey, Dad, you know what? Maybe
Yeah.
time to pack it in."
Yeah.
Anyone
They
else
need to
is-
get
When he
a home
can't even,
nurse.
he
Yeah.
can't even vamp and say like, "Thank you so much for your question." You know, really,
Easy
this is an
stuff.
important issue. Like that
Right.
kind of
Waiting
vamping.
for
Yeah.
something to change.
Just say
you know?
like, okay, look, I'll give you just some. You just take from option column A, column B, column C. Anyone, feed me a political
Yeah.
question, and I will give you a non-answer answer that Joe Biden could do. Ask me anything. I'm Joe Biden.
What was the score of the Cowboys game last night?
Well, you know what? I appreciate you taking the time to ask the question in these turbulent times. And people like you, the working class, are the backbone of America. And while I don't know the score to that game, and then bridge to whatever
Yeah.
it is. Only he
Yeah.
can't bridge to
No,
anything because in his mind, it's a bridge to nowhere
The real
all the
issue
time.
It's a bridge too far every
Goes and
time.
stops. Where'd it
You
go?
know what becomes very concerning is what is he going to do in an international summit? What is he going to do
Yeah.
when he's in a room with a leader who is 20 or 30 years his junior and 50 years more mentally capable than him?
Sniffer than poop.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's that's a great with Donald Trump, right? One of the criticisms is that when he gets off script, he gets real pro America, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Which gosh, that's
no.
terrible.
yeah, he gets a little harsh. Maybe
Yeah.
he gets a little insulty. But ultimately, what's our issue here? But
Yeah.
then when you have a Joe Biden where he's just going, "Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, no. Here, look. I got this briefcase. It's attached to me. I don't know what it's for. You want it? You want it? I don't know what's in it. They say it's important, but you could just have it.
Yeah, I don't know what's in
Just
there.
hold this for me.
I don't know. Hold on a second. It keeps making a ticking sound after
yeah.
I punch in these numbers. Beep, beep. They told me 1, 2, 3, 4 was something I could easily remember. Beep, beep, beep. But then somebody calls me in Russian. What are you talking about, Joe Biden? I'm a little distracted by the shit in my pants.
It's a little squishy right now. You know what should have happened? I mean, really, we don't
He
want to
should be
be
in a
talking.
home?
Yeah, no, we don't want to be talking about this right now. What the Democrats should have done in the primaries is somebody should have said, "Hey, stop. This guy cannot do this job. We are going to put him out there, and he is going to fall apart in front of people." They should have done the humane thing and said, "Joe, this is just
him down.
your time is done. Just move on," and it would have been fine. But now you've put him out in front of the world and said he's completely competent, and that forces us to show you day in and day out that he's not.
The humane thing would be to put him next to Brown and Scott Rich in the deep freezer. All right. Let's move on to
I'm on the wall right there.